From the Advent Flame News Center, this is Advent Flame News, the latest from the Seventh-day Adventist World Church.
Hello and welcome to Advent Flame News for August 1, 2020. I am Leandre Samuels. Argentinians who have recovered from the COVID-19 infection are helping other victims by donating blood plasma, which contains antibodies to help ward off the infection. A Seventh-day Adventist health food companies assisting by providing food and literature to donors and to frontline health workers. Granix, the food company headquartered in Buenos Aires, the nation's capital, developed a campaign which consists of food donations to the national centers authorized for the plasma extraction procedure. In a joint effort with health institutions and to support plasma donors, a total of 340 kits containing food and reading material from the church-owned editorial Christiana Aces publishing house related to well-being and health were delivered. In addition, 240 products destined for sweet snacks to aid recovery after plasma donation and 144 food products for health professionals were part of the Granix donation. The firm said that the campaign so far has showed positive results. The campaign was also disseminated through the institution's social networks. On July 20, it became the second highest trending subject on Twitter, Argentina. In this way, greater visibility of the project was achieved. Hundreds of families were affected by a 120 km/h cyclone bomb that swept through parts of Santa Catarina, Brazil on June 30, 2020. The most affected municipality was Governador Celso Ramos in Greater Florianopolis. In all, 817 families were affected, 33 homes were destroyed, and sadly one person died. The Adventist Development and Assistance Resources Agency, ADRA, approached City Hall for information on how to help. One of the ADRA coordinators in southern Brazil, Daniel Fertoli, said, "We realized that the urgency was not for basic items. The need was varied. For this reason, we decided to help in a different way and allow people to choose what they needed." The organization's team visited hundreds of residents affected by the cyclone in the city and analyzed each household's situation. In all, 163 families were selected, and on Thursday, July 23, each received a debit card with Brazilian reals 580, or around US $110. This was financed by ADRA International and ADRA in South America. Fertoli noted that the focus is on helping people on an emergency basis and in social development. And finally this week, just like many others around the world, the Seventh-day Adventist Pathfinder Club members in the United Kingdom have lost a lot after a lockdown was declared in March 2020. Camps and large youth gatherings, for instance, have been cancelled indefinitely. Some leaders, however, think there's an upside to the new normal, as it has triggered an increasing selection of e-honors, or courses members can take online to learn new skills covering a wide variety of interests. In the British Union Conference, a church region that includes England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland, the new reality was translated into a growing use of technological tools to attract and train a new generation of Pathfinders. Adventist Review Media Lab Director Daryl Gongadu has been instrumental as a developer and instructor of several of the new e-honors options. He revealed that between 200 and 500 participants are coming every week from the UK, the United States, the Caribbean, Australia, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia. One of the newest e-honors options is podcasting, a joint initiative between the BUC and Adventist Review Ministries. The first goal of the new e-honor is that Pathfinders can expand their knowledge regarding specialized podcasts in the day and age of confinement. At the same time, He believes that by creating podcasts based on their church or personal experience, Pathfinders can reflect and express their faith. Gongadu believes that this is not the end, as other sets of skills that were somehow marginalized are now being used to adapt to the new normal. He says we could increase our options with topics such as how to live stream your church or live streaming a house church. So in the near future, these kinds of skills might see themselves as Pathfinder's honors as well. And that concludes this week's newscast, recapping the top news stories from the Adventist World Church. Adventist Health Food Company supports plasma donors in Argentina. Azure International assists 163 families affected by cyclone in Santa Catarina. And lockdown in United Kingdom increases Pathfinder's e-honors training options. All the news stories were provided by Adventist News Network. Find these and more at adventist.news. On behalf of all of us here at Advent Flame Media Productions, I am Leondre Samuels. Thank you for listening.
This was Advent Flame News. News from the Adventist World Church. This was a production of Advent Flame Media, committed to sharing hope and changing lives across the world.